Hey guys, it's Tanika and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me. Today I used a bunch of drugstore products and I even used my Australis Neutralize palette again. So if you're interested in watching how I got this look and having a little chit chat catch up, then give this video a thumbs up and keep on watching. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so what has been going on? First of all, I'm going to start off with this Maybelline Master Prime Hydrating Primer. So you may have noticed that I didn't upload at all last week. I was just too busy. I hate being really busy. Like, I just like to chill out, but last week was full on, so I finally have some time to film videos, and that's what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to do some color correcting. So first of all, I'll be using this Australis Color Click Green Concealer. If you could focus, thank you so much. And I'm going to use this one to cover up any redness on my face. And then I'm going to go in with this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. And this one here is just a peachy tone and it's going to color correct the darkness under my eyes. Usually I would go in with a green primer for my entire face, but my skin is actually pretty clear right now. Like, apart from these blemishes along my jawline here, my skin is super clear and I'm amazed. So yeah, I've just been busy with work and regular daily life, and then over the Easter long weekend we went up to Rainbow Beach and stayed up there for a few nights. So the weather wasn't the best, it was a little bit rainy and overcast, but we still took the boat anyway and we did get to take it out. I don't know if I told you guys, but Clinton had a little tinny, just a small boat, and we'd take it out but we couldn't go very far out. He ended up selling that and upgraded to a bigger boat, and this one fits a lot more people. We can use it for tubing, Clinton can take it fishing, he can go right out into the deep ocean on it. So yeah, we took the new boat up there. We did a bit of tubing. That was really fun. Like, I like tubing, but it does scare me a bit. Like, I don't want to be thrown off. I just want to, you know, kind of just be gliding around. I know that's not the point of a tube, but it's too scary. So yeah, that was really nice just to have a little break and spend that time with Clinton and some friends. Now that I have color corrected, I'm going to go in with foundation, and one that I have been reaching for a lot lately is the Essence Camouflage 2-in-1 Makeup and Concealer. It's kind of a weird name, isn't it? Makeup and Concealer. Shouldn't it be foundation and concealer? Anyway, this is a full coverage foundation and oh my god, so affordable and so full coverage. I have the shade 10 Ivory Beige. I think there are only like 3 or 4 shades in this foundation, so it's pretty shitty to tell the truth. And this one is a bit dark for me, so I do have to mix in some white mixer. So I've mixed it around with a little brush and I'm just going to pop it all over my face. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender to blend it in. This is a very yellow-based foundation, so if you're more on the cool side, I don't know if it'll work for you, but if you are more neutral to warm, then you'll get this to work. Next, for concealer, I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I bought these a while ago and the shades they oxidize and they don't really match, so I'm just trying to work my way through them. If you saw my products I will not repurchase video, I did actually mention these concealers, but ColourPop has just released new shades of these concealers. And I did say that I do really like the formula, but it was just the shades that didn't quite match because they oxidized really, really badly. But I have seen they released a pure white shade and then I think maybe another 3 or 4 lighter shades than these two I have here. So I might have to go back on what I said and actually repurchase the newer shades and see how they go, because it is a really nice formula. It was just the shades that were a problem. But anyway, for today, I'm going to be using the shade 10 Fair. And then just to help brighten it up and lighten it, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape. So this morning, guys, I hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I can't believe it. I have noticed my last couple of videos have been getting a lot more views. So again, thank you. It's really good to see that you're enjoying the content I put out. And if you do ever have any requests or anything you want me to review, just leave me a comment and I'll see what I can do. And then to set my face and concealer in place, I'm going in with the Models Prefer Professional Mineral Finishing Veil Powder. So before I set, I just like to go under my eye again with the blender to make sure it's all creaseless. Yeah. And then I dip it into the powder and set. I'm then just going to use the same technique and set my entire face. I've actually been thinking of getting a little bit of Botox in my forehead and in my here, in between my eyebrows here, because my makeup settles there the most. At the end of the day, it is just line city. I'm not too worried about it. I still want to be able to, you know, have some expression in my face. I don't just want to be a stiff, but I just feel like it's a good idea as a preventative measure, especially between my eyebrows here. Like, look when I frown. I've gone and had a consultation and it seems pretty good, so I'll let you know if I end up getting it. We'll see. All right, I'm quickly going to put on some eyebrows and I'm going to be using the NYX Eyebrow Cake in the shade Blonde. Be right back. And then to set my brows in place, I'm going to be taking the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel. Onto the face, I'm going to be using my NYX blush in the shade Taupe for contouring. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Rosewood. Oh my God, so the other week, me and two of my sisters went for a little drive down to Brisbane. And we were coming home, it was about 7 o'clock at night. And my sister's car just started driving funny, like it was kind of dun, 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 like being a bit like that. And so she's like, oh, I think I need to put air in my tires. We'll just stop at a servo and do that. Like, okay. So we stop at a servo, start putting air in the tires, and then the air machine keeps saying error. Oh, so we're taking it off, putting it back on, trying to figure it out. Kia, my sister, said that our brother said to put like whatever in, 32 or something. And so we were gonna do that. And then the machine kept stuffing up. So I was like, Kia, go get the lady from the servo to help us. So Kia comes out with the woman and she's looking at it. She's like, she fixes the machine and then she's like, oh, you need to put more air than that in. They need at least 37. We were like, whoa, like that seems like a bit much, but okay. And so we do one tire 37, the other tire's probably sitting at about 27, and who knows what the back tires are on. And the machine just clonks out, we've had enough, can't do it anymore, let's go to the next servo. So we drive 5 minutes down the road to the next one. The whole time Kia's stressing out and she's thinking like, oh my God, my car's broken, what am I gonna do? How are we gonna get there? I'm like, Kia, it's all right, calm down, we'll get to this servo and we'll do it. So we get to the next one and their air pumper thing was different. Like we didn't know where to read, we didn't know how to read it. And so like two stupid girls, we walk in and we go up to the man, we're like, hey, can you help us with this? So he comes out and he's showing us how to do it. And then we told him what the other lady said at the previous servo about putting the tires up to 37. And he's like, oh no, like that's way too high. Don't fill it up that much. Like, oh my God. And by the way, we did actually look on the tire because it usually says how much air should be in it, but we couldn't see it. And then it said to look in the door, and then the door said to look in the logbook, and Kia didn't have the logbook, so that's why we were just guessing. And so anyway, we're filling it up. There's another guy parked there putting petrol in his car. He comes over and helps us as well. So we end up putting air in the tires. All is good, so we think. For blush, I'm using the Essence Matte Touch Blush in the shade Peach Me Up. So we think all is good. We get in the car to drive off, do a U-turn, and the car just goes like and dies. And Kia's like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm like, just put your hazards on, like, pull over. And so Kia rings her friend who is a mechanic, and he tells us to check the oil. So we check the oil, which, by the way, we didn't have a rag to actually like wipe the dipstick or whatever it's called. So Kia had to take off her shirt so that we could use that to wipe the dipstick. So we do that, realize, well, we thought the car had no oil in it. We go back over to the servo, and the same guy's like, what are you doing back here? And we're like, the car died. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. So yeah, we fill up the car with oil. We think we've solved the problem. We do start to drive off, and the car's still doing the same thing. It's like, I'm just like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. I rang Clinton, I told him what we've done, and he's like, look, keep driving, get to the next servo, check the oil again, tell me what you think. So we do that. I'm like, yep, it's still full, it's okay. So I don't know what was wrong with the car, but we eventually got home. It took us like an hour because there were roadworks, so the whole time we're like, dun, 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 like the entire ride home. Oh. But yeah, we eventually got home, and I think what was actually wrong with Kia's car was something to do with coil packs, if you know what that means. But oh my God, what a night. I've never had to do that much to a car before, and like, I've always had Clinton there and he's always done it for me. And I know that sounds like really stereotypical, but I've just never been taught car stuff. And so I feel like this was a good lesson for us girls to see, you know, how you actually have to do shit. So next time you're having car troubles, just call me up. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with my Australis Neutralize palette, and I think I'm just going to do something smoky and bronzy today. Really wild. I'm going to start off with this shade here on a nice big fluffy brush. So what else has been happening? Ooh, my family, we are going to be going on a 4-day cruise later in the year. My sister turns 21 this year and my brother turns 18, so it's going to be like a joint celebration for them. We've done, I think, 2 cruises as a family before, and both times we did the like the ones that go over to Vanuatu and stuff. So we wanted to do something different this time, so we're heading up the coast to Airlie Beach. Cruises, I think, are just such a great family holiday. There's always so much to do, and it's just going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. My eye has been like non-stop watering the last couple of days, so I really hope it keeps its shit together. Next, I'm going to take a smaller brush and go in with this shade here to deepen up the crease. And then I'm going in with this bronzy shade here and going to put that all over the lid. That bronze is quite dark, so I'm going to go in with this deep brown here and run that through the crease just to try and blend the shimmer in with the other shades. It's a little bit darker than I was going for, so I'm going to take, let me get a brush. I'm going to take this shimmery shade here and just pop a little bit in the center of the lid to brighten it up. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I just cannot put this down. It is so damn good. So yeah, and then before our cruise actually, Clinton and I want to also do another little trip away. We want to go down to Tasmania and do a little road trip down there. I've heard it is so beautiful down there, and I think it would just be a really nice little trip away to celebrate 10 whole years together. If you have been to Tasmania or lived down there, then please leave me any recommendations you have. We were thinking of going for at least a week, hiring a car, you know, doing a little run around. Let me know if you live there or have been there, if you think that's a good idea. We are also not sure when we should go, so we don't have to go on our anniversary. We're happy to wait and go a bit later, but I don't want to go like in the dead of winter because I'm a little bit scared about driving on the roads if it's a bit snowy. Not sure. But yeah, any tips or recommendations? Leave me a comment. For lashes, I'm going to go in with the Allure Luxe range, and this is the style Opulent. If you don't follow me on Instagram, first of all, you should. I have been documenting a bit of my experience whitening my teeth, but I've been using Smile Brilliant to whiten my teeth over the last couple of weeks, and I will have a video and full review coming soon, and there will also be a giveaway. So that should be up hopefully in the next 2 weeks, and you'll get to see my results. And then to finish off the eye, I'm going in with some gel liner. This is just one by Face of Australia. I don't know if this brand is still up and running. I think it's been discontinued, which sucks because they did have some good products and it was from the drugstore, so. But anyway, I'm just going to take a small brush and use this liner to tightline. Okay, both of my eyes are done. This is what they look like. Seriously. Onto the lips. My lips are a little bit dry at the moment, so I think I'm just going to go in with a gloss because I can't handle anything drying. So starting off, I'm going to line my lips. Whenever I just wear a gloss, I always line my I always line my lips with a nude liner just so you can, you know, see the outline and get some definition. This one is the Maybelline Color Sensational, and it is in the shade Nude Whisper. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite gloss, which is by Colourpop, and it is in the shade Fairy Floss. And then lastly, setting everything in place with the Rimmel Instafix and Go setting spray. Oh, that feels so good. Alright guys, well this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching today and catching up. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will have all the products I used listed down below for you, and also my review on the Australis Neutralize palette if you missed it. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!